What's up, everybody? If you remember, well, before we get into that, I should say welcome back to Out of the Park 22 playthrough. I always do that, it seems. We are playing as the Pittsburgh Pirates on the road to the World Series. And if you remember in our last video, we went through arbitration, we did a end-of-season recap, and then we went down a rabbit hole that ended in us trading Colin Moran and Kevin Newman for Chris Paddack. And now we're at the start of our free agency filings. And it's time to survey the market and see what we can add to the team. Some things we're looking for here, either a second baseman or shortstop, not necessarily to start because we have Cole Tucker and we have Tommy LaStella, but maybe is a nice depth option behind those two. Maybe just for a year until Nick Gonzalez improves a little bit more. And then any relieving. So if we could get, Tommy Doyle he had a fantastic year for the Pirates last year, 31 saves, or 31 saves for the Pirates, 34 saves overall. But if we could maybe get a little bit even more help in the bullpen, that's never a bad thing to take some of the stress off of our other guys in there. And our pitching staff, for for the 3 years we've been here, it's been defined by righties. Preferably we're not going to sign a lefty, just sign a lefty. But if there is a lefty available, we might, take the plunge there. But we have a good making to a pitching staff. So, Brad Keller is good. Chris Paddack could be good. Domingo German is good. Kumar Rocker is good. And then we have players like Jackson Kowar, which I actually probably should include in that group, but like Chris Stratton, Tristan Beck, JT Brubaker, who have experience starting for the Pirates. So there is definitely, and then I can't even Cody Bolton was improving significantly before he went out with injury. Who knows what it's going to be like when he comes back? But there are options here. The one thing that I would like to see is can we solidify this bullpen so that we don't have to rely on a Matt Hall necessarily or James Marvel or Marvell essentially. Is there better players that we can throw in our bullpen? So that's what we're going to be looking to address. We have, I think, about $12,000, if I remember correctly. $12 million to look at. So we're all pitchers here. Let's look at all players. The top of the market guys we're not going to really be able to afford. Edwin Diaz, $6 million. See, that's interesting to me. Huh. That's Edwin Diaz right there. This basic pitching ratings. If you want to know Edwin Diaz in a nutshell, just look at that. Bad year last year. Almost over 8 walks per 9. What's his ratings look like? Yeah, just I can see he gets in trouble versus lefties. Okay, that was just interesting. That's something I caught off the top of my head. So let's do this the easy way. So we already know what we're looking for. Let's see. Are there any starters available? Just to, look over here on the demand side. We're not going to be able to. Yeah, DeGrom's interesting. Carrasco's interesting. Musgrove interesting. But none of these guys we can afford. If we're looking down on our budget, we're looking at Corey Kluber, Jimmy Nelson, David Price, Luis Severino, Jamison Tyan. Jamison Tyan wants $21 million a year. Yikes! He pitched oh my God! I just saw that on the stats. Jamison Tyan pitched 226 innings. That means he made it through a whole year healthy. There's no way you're pitching that when you're hurt, but good for him. Hold nothing against him there. But anyways, so starting pitching looks like it's out. I'd rather look at relievers first because I think they're more of an issue than our position players at this time. So let's go ahead and scroll up here. So it looks like Chapman, $14 million. That's over our budget. Tommy Canley, 8.5. Let's check him out. Okay, righty. Great ratings though. Let's see his stats from last year. 10 strikeouts per 9. his walks were way down. It looks like he's oscillated in his major league career with walks in control. That's interesting. Home runs are up a little bit, but whip way, way down. Was this a career year for him? Let's see what the scouts think. Should be able to step into a closer's role. That's what our head scout thinks. OSA thinks he can come out of the bullpen in high leverage situations. His stuff is explosive, so could become elite when he fully develops. I mean, I would assume he's that fully developed stage at age 33, right? Check out his ratings. Okay, see, this is good. This is interesting. He pitches just as well against lefties as he does righties, which that's a sign of, in this game at least, of a true closer. Okay, so Tommy Canley, that's an option there. Who else could we get? Ryan Presley. Pretty good ratings there. He had a decent year as well, statistically speaking. Only 1 point. I mean, this player here has Presley's walks per 9 last year were much more in line with his career numbers than Canley's were. So with his strikeouts. So here you have to think you're not getting someone off their career year. Presley should be able to step into a closer's role. That's what OSA says. Our scout, Presley can come out of the bullpen in high leverage situations. Okay, let's see what his ratings are there. Okay, so pretty good against both, a little better against righties and lefties, but nothing that would scare you away from having him close or pitch in high leverage situations. Okay, that's Ryan Presley. Let's see who else. Like Kevin, oh yeah, never mind. That's 19 million. Nope, sorry. No. John Axford. Can't believe he's still an option here. Okay, so a couple other players I want to look at here. Taylor Rogers, lefty, interesting, and then Blake Trainin. So let's look at, good ratings for Rogers. Again, his walks per 9 more in line with his career. Same with his Ks. Keeps his home runs down. Okay, let's see. Scouting. His pitch profile will cause him a lot of trouble with right-handed. Okay. Platoon issues here. Let's see what his ratings are. Okay, yes, there's a significant drop from his left-handed to right-hand, his skill against lefties and righties. But the righties is still pretty good. But I do see where they're saying where it could be an issue. So, okay, that downgrades him a little bit. What was his, how much? 11 million? Blake Trainin. Wow, look at that movement. How does he not have more strikeouts with that kind of movement and pitches? Only 6.9 Ks per 9. 2.4 walks. I think he might be overpriced here. Throws right. Let's see what the scouts think. High leverage bullpen arm. Okay. Should be able to step into a closer's role. Okay. He does throw 98 to 100. Let's see what his ratings are there. Okay, so his ratings, except for the movement, are the same for lefties and righties. That is a positive. So that's something I look at here, down here under pitching, where it says left. I should have explained this probably earlier, where it says versus left-handed batters versus right-handed batters. That shows what their splits are, and he doesn't really have too much of an issue there. Extreme ground ball, I do like that. So, okay, so those are our pitchers. I'm kind of surprised Canley so low. I do realize it's kind of a career year he's coming off of. But the price is not insignificant, the difference there. Well, let's see. Because I think the best of the bunch, I believe, was Ryan Presley in terms of overall. But we only have so much money, so let's see the second base. Let's see what we can get as like a backup second baseman or shortstop, because that will, if we can get 2 players for $12 million, that's going to be better than spending $11 million for just 1 player. So let's see what the cost is. I mean, these guys are coming pretty inexpensive. here. So I'm curious. Nico Goodrum. First, second, third base, can play any infield position. I feel like he started in the outfield. It's interesting. Ratings. I mean, he's only 1.8 million, but that would keep us from signing anyone but Canley. They have to be under pretty much $1 million to sign any of those pitchers plus a. So I don't think we're going to be able to get. If we offer Canley, we could get someone else here. I would like to find someone who can play second and shorts. Enrique, low on shortstop, not bad. Numbers inflated potentially from from playing in Colorado. His raw numbers, his OPS plus. I think that is supposed to equal out those numbers based on home park and things like that. But good slugging last year, high amount of strikeouts. Anyone else that sticks out? Bogarts, obviously, but can't afford him. Sergio Alcantara, only 100. Oh, I missed that. Only 100 or $1 million. He can play second, third, and short relatively well. Good defensive ability here. What's his history look like here? I mean, he's light hitting. OPS of only 5. In the 5s, both in all of his major league opportunities. Terrible OPS plus. Can't really sustain that. It's just zero power. But if we're looking for a defensive replacement. I mean, he's hit well in AAA. I mean, this guy has a classic feel of a quad A player. You know, kind of a tweener between AAA and the majors. What about Johnson? Oh, no, can't do that. $8.5 million. Nope. Derek Dietrich. I actually don't like him, so I probably won't sign him. Okay, so that's second. Is shortstop different? Yeah, I guess there is. Orlando Arcia, $4 million. So if we sign Canley, we could sign him. He plays shortstop. Good defensively. His ratings aren't bad. Put up 2.5 WAR last year. He's been around a league average hitter from this last 3 years. OPS plus in the 700s. Is it 260? What's his fielding stats like? What's his range factor? I believe is what they call it nowadays. 3.96. That's decent. Is he the move? I mean, he doesn't play second base, which that's an issue here. But I mean, he poses less of a risk. Let's look at his splits too between lefties and righties. Okay, kind of weak against righty hitters, to be frank, or righty pitchers. So unlike pitchers, when I look down here, I look up here for batters. Does the defense outweigh that? Let's see what the other players that we were looking at. Enrique Hernandez, what are his ratings? Yeah, see, not good against righties. Has anyone that we looked at yet, has any of them have had decent splits? Let's see. Sergio. I mean, he's the best. Well, he's the closest one to each side of the plate. I'm kind of getting more and more intrigued by this guy. If we sign him, we would have the ability. So that would leave. If we were to sign him for $950,000, that would leave us with just enough money to. Now, of course, they can't. If they come back and say, hey, I want more here, then, I mean, we're fucked. We could sign Blake training. We could do Ryan Presley just barely. We would barely miss out on Taylor Rogers, but I don't think we want him based on those splits there. So I feel like that might be the move because we're still getting defensive help, but the offense is just, the offense is non-existent. And when you bring him in for defense, I mean, you're losing everything. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, if we do Canley, that's $8.5 million. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. And then if I look at, who was our guy there? Oh, under shortstop, Orlando. No, sorry, shortstop. 4.8. 8.5 plus 4.8. That's in the 13s. That's where we're not going to be able to make that work. Is there anyone else? Nope, not that. Freddie Galvis, Iron Man. Injury proneness, durability. I like that. Iron Man. I mean, he does play shortstop and second base. Oh, man. 2021 had negative 2.7 WAR. That's. No, I mean, I shouldn't laugh. That's not great. So, I mean, we don't really have a choice. Any reliever we get. Okay, so now it's like, do we really need a reliever that bad? Yes, we do. We do need a reliever, 100%. So we'll do that because we can afford it. So we're going to do Sergio Alcantara. All right, so minor league contract becomes guaranteed if he's promoted within so long. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll meet that demand. Submit offer. If he comes back and says, I want more, it's like, well, I don't know how much we can do there, bud. So we will go back to now our relievers, and we're going to go after the reliever that we want, that we prefer, and that was Tommy Canley. Fly ball pitcher, though. 8 home runs and 54 innings. Has it always been like that? Yeah, it kind of has been. We could go Ryan Presley. Yeah, let's do Ryan Presley here. He's a little bit more, but I think he's a little bit of a safer option. And we can do both because we're going after Alcantara. So we'll offer the contract there. 3-year deal. Come on, bro. Really? Okay, let's see. Would Canley be maybe a better option here? Can we get him for maybe just a 1-year deal? 3-year deal for $8 million. I don't want to give a 3-year deal for $8 million per year to a 33-year-old closer. You're out of your cotton picking mind. Does anybody want a 1-year deal? Can't do Taylor Rogers. Blake training. No, dude, I'm not giving you a 4-year deal. What do these relievers think? See, I feel like if I'm going to offer a 1-year deal, we're not going to get Ryan Presley. I think what I'm going to have to do is offer Canley a 1-year deal, but instead of it being 8.5, we will have to make it, like 10.5 in order to get him to do that. It's a decent offer. Okay, we'll submit that, and then we'll see how it goes here. So let's see. Let's go back to our off-season center. So let's see. let's see. If we can get Alcantara and Canley, I'll consider that a successful offseason. I'm kind of not expecting to get both of them because I feel like Canley's going to say, hey, I want more years or pay me more to pitch for only 1 year. I'm not sure. I'm okay giving expensive 1-year contracts. I'm okay with doing that because they're going to come off the book at the end of the season and we can readjust and re-sign. I'd like to put a little bit more before I make a commitment either way. Well, how about we negotiate the right way and you tell me what number I have to be at? Okay, so he kind of is. Dodgers have made me a good offer. So he played for the Dodgers. So the fact that they want him back tells me something. 2-year deal. Vesting option. Okay. If 50 innings are pitched. You know what? Okay. Let's do 55. If you can do 55 innings pitched, I will accept that. I'll do this. I'll do that. Now, if you come back to me again, I actually may not have the ability, the flexibility to make that trade. So I'll do 2 years. I'll do 2 years on that. So let's keep finishing here. And I'm just looking right now here on the screen. I'm just looking at your pending offers just to see when someone accepts it. Okay, Canley's favoring this option. I like it. Because if he gets hurt or something, that vesting option is nice. I'm okay with the vesting option because if he were to get hurt, even if he doesn't pitch well, if he pitches a lot, then we have to pay him. But if he gets hurt or something, doesn't pitch 55 innings, which a reliever is a pretty good year, then we don't have to pay him that second year. So there's it's like some performance metrics there, which I like. And we have the Rule 5 draft coming up. So all right, Canley accepting our offer. I like it. We have a little press release going out there about our signing, so that's great. Let's see. Let's go to Offseason Center, and I would like to get this signed. Alcantara signed prior to the Rule 5 draft. Received the trade proposal. No, I'm not going to make that trade. Sorry. Come on, Alcantara, just sign this damn contract. I know you favor the offer here. Okay, today's the Rule 5 draft, so now we have to go make sure we're protecting everybody. I believe we have a couple players who are eligible for it that would probably actually go in the Rule 5 draft. Let's just see if you want to keep a roster space open. Because remember, in order to take someone in the Rule 5 draft, you must have a spot open on your active roster. So, okay, I just quickly see if there's anyone available from me. Let's see, David Bednar, Indianapolis. Anyone from Altoona or anything? Yep. Okay, Blake Cinderland. I don't think anyone's gonna take anyone here. Yeah, I don't think. Okay. Oh, we're looking at all relievers. Let's look at all players. Whew, that could have been bad. Still, I don't think that changes for anyone. Yeah, see? I don't see any Pirates there. Let's see under potential. Okay, we should be safe with the Rule 5 draft. Now, if I sim this and one of our guys goes, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, so we're just going to auto draft the complete draft and hope no one from our team went. Hope I didn't miss anyone. Okay, so no one went, so that's good. No one got poached. I don't have to try to trade back for anybody else. So we'll go back to the Offseason Center. We will look at free agents. And we're not going to have any money to do anything else if he signs. But I've claimed Carmen Midlowski, whatever. Torn elbow ligament, not heartbroken there. Looks like quite a few teams claimed him. So let's go Alcantara. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. All right, instead of doing it by day, I'll just do it by freaking week, I guess, since that might be easier. I don't know what's taking this guy so long to decide on whether to sign a minor league contract or not. But like I said, if he comes back with any other request, we're just not going to be able to do it. Do 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 dun dun. Received a trade proposal. Okay, so it looks like we didn't sign. Oh no. Okay, Alcantara has been signed. All right, he will. He probably will be in the big leagues pretty soon. I like that depth trade proposal here. Nope. Sorry, I'm Chris Stratton. No, thank you. I'm keeping him. I appreciate it. So now I think we can go to really preseason beginning. And I'm interested to see what the offseason projections have us at. Very curious about that. I wonder if because I see a lot of growth in our team. I think we have a lot of in-house solutions to some of the problems that we've been facing the last few years. I think our, let's see. Okay. Player development increased. Raised international amateur free agent budget. Okay. That's great. Miami Marlins renamed to 97s. What? That's when they won their first World Series, I believe. Miami 97s. Interesting. Preseason begins. Let's see. Any other news I missed? Voting results here. Has Barry Bonds been? Oh, he's not on, I don't think. But anyway, okay, so let's see. They haven't had any projections yet, so let's go to team home screen. And I'm just going to ask them to set up the lineup for me here. See, they have Alamaze. That's not no. That's probably that's only for spring training. I'm sure once we get to the meat of the once we get to the day one, I think that might change. But let's check out spring training here. Let's see. Last year, remember, we tore it up in spring training. Didn't really translate all that well. But again, actually, we're not actually simming spring training yet. We will sim up to spring training. Received a trade proposal. No, everybody wants Chris Stratton this year. But we're going to sim to spring training. Okay, players promoted. That's fine with me. Okay, preseason predictions. Let's see. All right, they think the Pirates are going to be 77 and 85. Okay, don't know what to do with that. I think we'll be a little bit better. I hope so. Are we going to have any top hitters? Are we going to have any top pitchers? Nope, doesn't look like it. So I guess we'll just have to go out there and surprise some people. Let's now, since I'm with you here, we're going to sim spring training. We're going to sim to opening day, and we are just going to keep our fingers crossed like we do every year. I don't care. We can lose every game in spring training. I do not give a shit. Just do not get hurt. 0-5, 0-6, 0-7, 0-8. Oh, God. 1-8. Don't care. Just stay healthy. Hey, we did really well in the preseason last year, or in spring training. Not preseason. This isn't football. In spring training last year, and it served us shit. So let's hope that the opposite's true this time around. Brian Hayes hitting poorly per usual, it seems like. I might adjust my strategy a little bit in terms of how often I pinch hit for people, because I think that might be a detriment to like development on some of these guys. 3-15, 4-15, that's fine. Don't care. I truly don't care about spring training results as long as everyone stays healthy. Just no big injuries, and I am happier than a clam. Okay. Kumar Rocker, looks like he's improving here. Looks like a lot of our guys are improving. Some of them are declining. Ugh. Okay. So we'll sim. We're almost at opening day. Almost at opening day. Okay, 1 week injury. We can take that. That's not going to kill anyone there. Cody Bolton is making great progress. That's what I like to see. He'll be back to about 100% in 2 to 3 months. That is a huge boost for the Buccos. Absolutely gigantic boost. So let's see what happens here with our roster. I don't like... Yeah, see spring training roster. I want to see what happens when we have to do cuts here. Who goes and who stays, and because I don't see any world where Alamaze is a realistic option to start. I could be wrong. It's shortstop, but we'll find out. Let's see what bonehead AI Ben Charrington does. Because I did put him back in charge after it was just becoming too much at the end of last year to manage. Yeah, generating MLB season predictions. Got it. Yep, we got it. We know how you think we're going to do. We get it. Top 100 prospects. Kumar still there. I like it. No other Pirates on that list. So let's see. Lineups and depth charts. Yeah, see Alamaze starting at shortstop. In what universe? In what universe do we want that to happen? We don't. We don't want that to happen. Dustin Fowler, like, why is he receiving at-bats? I don't get it, Ben. Idiot Ben. So our starting rotation, this I like. We'll ask him. We're not going to ask for the staff because God knows they'll fuck it up somehow. But maybe that was the reason why we weren't doing well in the preseason, is our staff was kind of butchered there. But, okay, I like this. So we are ready to get started. Opening day. I wish I would have planned this out because I would have Kumar throwing opening day this year. But we'll go with Brad Keller. And then, yeah, our opening lineup. I mean, we'll cover all that in the next video. But we're here. We're going to make some changes to the lineup because Steven Alamaze is not starting at shortstop for us. I don't understand what Mike Scioscia is doing. It's not Ben Charrington. It's Mike Scioscia, our bench coach or our manager. But we'll come back. We'll crush this 2023 year. Is I feel like the best chance we have in a while. Our rotation's there. Our bullpen is there. We made some trades to strengthen that. Our lineup, I'm banking on some growth from some of these players, and I think we can do it. So I appreciate you hanging with me. That was the off season in 30 quick minutes, and I look forward to seeing you guys to start the 2023 season. I will talk to you soon.